Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another live stream of our Space Engineers Henry's Hardasses Final Exam series. It's good to see you guys. We had a great weekend. My goodness. Let's see what's actually going on here. That does not look right. Yeah. Let's do a quick stream monitoring check here. Yeah, this is not showing up the way it's supposed to. Oh, goodness. All right. Give me a sec, guys. Let's see if we can get this straightened out. I'm not really sure why it's been doing this lately. Has been strange. Part of me is wondering if this has something to do with the fact that I said I had to replace a monitor here recently because it's different. Let's see what we've got here. We're gonna try this. There we go. That's better. Now we're seeing what we're supposed to be seeing. Okay. That's better. All right. Okay, so real quick, let's see where we're at. When we left off last week, we had come across this this ship that was in distress. I was hoping that we were going to actually be able to capture it before, like, get to it before it had a catastrophic failure. We were not able to. And that pretty much killed any thoughts I had about perhaps commandeering this ship to make the trek to the station Gallows Rest. Sorry, brain fog. But we do have on board here, we do have a lot of hydrogen. And again, I've made it very clear that hydrogen is important to me. So, so I think what we might do is, boy, there's a part of me that says we might be able to make this thing work. I'm just not entirely sure. This ship is to me it's a decent hauler. Not great. It's decent. It's a decent hauler because it does have a large cargo container. It does have hydrogen thrust to get where to go to. It does have a reactor, although it's broken right now, to provide power. It has a living space. It has some survivability because there is actually a lot of hard or heavy armor on board to help protect it, but it is really more like a transport than anything else. So there's a possibility we have enough parts to actually get this thing working. Let's do a quick look. Grids. That's probably going to be our biggest holdup right here. We got 15. Man, I don't know. We do have... I mean, we have some material. Let's go ingot and see what we got. We could probably make them. I'm just not sure if this is... Oh, we got piracy. That's right. This guy is nearby. Got to be careful. Okay. So I think what I'm going to try to do is we're going to take what we can off of this. Because we have the pirates nearby, I am not going to spend a lot of time here trying to get everything. I'm just going to try to take what we can, stuff of value, and then we'll head out from here. So that's the plan for right now. If the pirates weren't nearby, I would probably feel a little bit more comfortable going after some of this stuff and perhaps even rebuilding that ship and making use of it. But right now I don't. I'm feeling like that might not be the best way to go. What do I have here? Okay. Pull that away. I think I pulled that stuff from inside. So let's take a quick look. Ah, that's right. Crap. Okay. Can I pull... Guess that's going to be the question. Can I pull anything from that? We've got material in here that we could use, like components wise, but let me go ahead and drop this stuff off. Not thrilled about the I don't really know why I grabbed that, but the reactor might not be a bad thing to grab that stuff from. Definitely gonna take that. You know your inventory's small when you can't pick up a bunch of computers. Yeah, I want to get out of here as soon as we can. There's no sense grabbing his own chips. There really isn't. I'm trying to think if there's anything else of value here that might be worth taking, and I can't really think of anything. Battery's not a terrible idea, but it's not really all that important. take the reactor components. If I can get the I'm not going to complain about getting the uranium out of there either. What is that? I'll take the gold, that's for sure. That's big. That gets us closer to a jump drive.
Inventory full.
Da, 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 da. Once we get this reactor. Well, we got the important stuff. I really don't know. I don't think we need to get any more of that. Nothing there. There. Don't need it. Oh my god. Ugh. Matter. I'm grabbing the rockets and stuff because that might be the only defense we have here if things get really bad. So, see what else we got. Assault cannons. I think that's what I've got. Hurry up and take this and put this away. I'm gonna grab the assault cannon shells and then that's it. We're gonna get out of here. I'm not even gonna worry about the hydrogen. All right. Give me that. And we'll get out of here. I have... I didn't put... that's odd. I didn't put a locker in here. Weird. Something I feel like I would have done. Just big enough to fit in there. That's maybe not a good idea. Okay, let's see. Gallows Rest. Targeting uplink established. And here they come. There it is. That's why we didn't stay. Take a look at that if we can. Pirate Corsair. These are pretty wild looking ships. They're actually pretty cool. See what else. They're really hard to catch though. So beacon drones. Anyway. Again, we are rolling. And we're going to continue to push toward Gallows Rest as fast as we can. Production. Inventory. Gold. How much gold do we have? Okay. It's actually real. That gold that we found, that was actually a pretty big boon for us there. Let's see. We need. It's going to take 0.67 gold. And we need 1,000. Is it 1,000 or 1,100? I think it's 1,000 superconductors. Can't recall. Oh, let's see. Wow, we were really close to that guy. Get rid of that. There it is. We're just gonna haul butt. We're gonna try to make our way to Gallows Rest as quickly as we can. Go from there. I have distress signal. Very close. Is that the guy that I think it is? Yeah, it's the old salvage vessel. This guy's having repair problems. We talked about this guy before, so where's the hull breaker? Oh yeah, this guy. We're gonna be far enough away that we can go ahead and get rid of that. As well as this. This should all be distress vessel. Yeah, 22. So anything from 16. Oh, yeah. We're gonna go and get rid of that. This all looks part of distress vehicle. Yep. It's all stuff that got blown away during the explosion. So. Curious how much uranium we have. Not a ton. That's why we're saving it. All right, guys. this could get pretty boring. We're gonna keep going. What do we got out there? Oh, we got something else out there now. Oh, still the salvage vessel. Yeah. Remove that. We made I want to say we made over 500 kilometers progress last time. I don't remember if we did a long, I forget if we did a long stream or not. It's cannot recall. There it is. There we go. Can't remember if we did a 2.5 hour, or if we did the 4 hour stream last time. So, but we made some decent progress on Gallows Rest. So, and I want to say that was after our failed rescue attempt by the Ascension. So let's see. In the meantime, what can we do? Let's try to make this a little bit more feasible. Try to put a little bit more solar panel in the sun. There we go. See, this is the part I've not been looking forward to. If we had to do this, if we had to travel, if we had to self-rescue to Gallows Rest, I was sure it was going to be, this was going to get into what I'm going to call the less interesting part of this playthrough. So, hey John, how you doing? Welcome. I had really hoped. That was why I kind of pushed to leave the planet as quickly as we did, because I really wanted to avoid having to self-rescue. The unfortunate loss of our rescue ship has kind of forced our hand on this, and my plan was always, should we not be able to get to the beacon in time to get rescued, that I was gonna go hightail it as fast as I possibly could to Gallows Rest, and basically do everything I could to avoid. Got another distressed vehicle. This one's a different color. Unfortunately, it's behind us. So we're not going to be able to, we're not going to go after this, but that's definitely a piece of debris. Is this a Strato freighter, yep. And perimeter drone. He's a little crazy there. Anyway, so we are going to, you can see right now we're able to, right now we're able to outpace any enemies. I do not have a warp drive. So I am collecting gold so that should I get enough gold, we can make a jump drive, but we're also going to need, uranium in order to effectively charge the jump drive. So, and we don't have enough of that right now. So right now we are just going as fast as we can toward Gowler's Rest. And let's see. So if I'm doing, do some math here. Sorry, I'm going to let my phone do some math. If we're doing 100 meters a second, actually, let's do this. If we stream for the next 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours. Let me clear this. 3.5 times 60. It gives us 210 minutes. Times 60 gives us 12,600 seconds. And if we're doing 100 meters a second, which, you know what, I shouldn't put 100. We should make that, let's go 95. Because I don't think we're going to be able to hold 100 meters for that entire time. We'll be able to travel just shy of 1,200 kilometers. Yeah. Which means in 3 days, a little more than 3 days, we'll be able to, we got a pirate cutter, so we're not going to mess with the pirate cutter. I love that design. It looks so good with that industrial large thruster and then those fake tanks. It looks so good. Man, that right there, the Expanse, that looks like the Rocinante. I didn't say that right. Rocinante. Something like that. I forget. Awesome looking. Awesome looking. Ooh, a large grid ore detector. That might be a good idea. That's actually probably a really good idea since we've got such a small... since we're not expecting to see as many asteroids here, it's probably, that's actually probably a really good idea. Rocinante. Make sure that's still our pirate cutter. Yeah, that's our pirate cutter. Okay. Good idea. go ahead and we'll add that. There we go. Come on, oxygen. Roll out. Still says low oxygen. I'm a little surprised. Okay. Alright, where do we want to try to slide this guy? Maybe just tuck him up in here? Since we kind of got all the large grid stuff going on here. Why don't we just... I think that's a good idea. Alright, let's or... goes into production. It's just kind of funny. This whole large grid thing built off of a small grid is, sorry, it just kind of makes me laugh a little bit. It's silly. All right, what else do we got here? We've got... That's good. My leg dancing there. Root. Okay. Is this speed? That's yield. Sorry, we got some of our superconductors we're putting into the yield right now. Yep, okay. What else can we do? Actually, our ore detector is already set at max range. I'm not building an antenna because, well, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to if I'm gonna be outside of it. We got there. That's right. That's moved that because it was a cooker. Yeah, I had kind of avoided doing an antenna, but now we're probably gonna need one. So, where do I want to put it? Put it down, same spot down here. No, that's where we got the gyros. We'll go ahead and, yeah, we'll try to throw it in here. Do I have antenna? I do. Small grid. I don't know if I have any on board. That's what I'm trying to figure out. No, do not have any radio components. Okay. Okay. A new one. Can't tell if that's a new one. I think that's a new one. We got another cutter. And the pirates are out in force tonight. They are hanging around. Yep. They're not looking for us. That's what it is. Okay. If they only knew. This guy actually would have a good chance of intercepting me if he saw me coming. All right. So we are keeping an eye out for, we're keeping an eye out for asteroids. There's a couple down there. Let's get past this. Yeah, I'll probably end up regretting going to those. Yeah, I may end up regretting that, but I would rather have threats behind me than in front of me. All right. Quick move over this way. Just a little adjustment. Subgridding causes us to drift a bit, if you hadn't noticed. In my toolbar, that's why I got number 8 set up with an override. Kind of hold us steady. Just got to remember to turn it off. I'm sorry guys, this is going to be the slow part of this playthrough. I know it's not the most exciting, but actually conflict avoidance is our best friend right now. Really glad we got out of that distressed vessel encounter, like just as those pirates were showing up. Do pirate cutters have turrets, or do they have turrets? I'm not sure if they do. Like this one has assault cannons, and of course the internal. But I think you can get these with. I think you can come across them with Gatling turrets too. So get rid of that. Well, past that. Okay. Golly, we got another one in front of us. Shoot. Another pirate cutter. Yeah, they're out. They're out looking for us. see what this one's got. This one's got assault cannons on it also. Cool little ship. Hard to capture just because they're so freaking maneuverable. And they're fast. They're very fast. Need to go ahead and start, I may end up regretting this, but, need to go ahead and add another piece here to the puzzle. Not sure where I want to stick it right now. I gotta be careful with the, we'll stick it right here. Food processor set up. It's close. Okay. Okay, keeping an eye out for asteroids. Asteroids. Okay. Survival kit. I need to actually do this. Assembler survival kit. I'm gonna go ahead and have that stop. We'll go to our food processor, which I'm hoping is a little bit more efficient. Good thing is that we can make, should be able to make all of this stuff. I don't know why we've got, let's see here, we don't have Saberoid, that's fine. We don't have any algae, that's why we can't make the frontier stew. Okay. I want to be able to make full meals because hunger management is one of the things we're going to have to deal with. Next economy 2 stream is going to be, right now I would say plan on Friday. Yeah, I'd say plan on Friday. Yes, it is connected to the conveyor system. It is. I made a point of when I set up this this large grid subgrid system that it was going to be capable of moving everything through the grid system, from the tail where the connector is all the way up through the large grid arms. So asteroids. We need to be looking for asteroids. I got my hopes up a little bit today, though. We might have been able to do a Windrose playthrough. We got about 15 or 20 minutes of uninterrupted gameplay with that earlier this morning, but then we had a crash. So still have not found the problem with that. Oh, there we go. We've got ourselves an asteroid. Let's go ahead and turn off our we're gonna burn through some power just trying to get slowed down here, but and a missile frigate, great. Start slowing down a little bit. That's actually one of the challenges that that I kind of have to deal with doing so many different series at the same time. The ships that I'm using, or the grids that I'm using between the different series, all have different capabilities and limitations, and sometimes it's difficult to remember like the certain capabilities. Like this ship actually slows down and speeds up pretty quickly, actually really well, for what it is. 89. And when I, in my personal playthroughs, like my solo playthroughs, the ones I don't, the ones I'm not streaming or whatnot, I've got a plethora of different ships that I'm using, and they don't always have the same capabilities as the ones that I'm using in my series. So my solo series economy playthrough, I've got a surface, I've got a planet side one and I've got a space one, two different ones going, and the one in space I've made a lot of progress on. It's great, but the ship I'm currently using does not have the slowing capability that this ship does. So yeah, I would be really gold and or uranium. So ideally, shoot, what's that? Hauler wreck. Got a couple things nearby. Interesting. Crazy. Great. What is that? Got a pirate outpost. You guys haven't seen these. This is, I want to say this is a refresh of, maybe not. That's a new one. I haven't seen that one. So it should be okay though. I don't think we're going to be close enough to it that it's going to be a threat right off the bat. Sure hope it's not. I'm wondering if I should go ahead and use some of the gold that I have to make the superconductors. I need 20. See, I can always... Yeah, I'm going to do that. I can always reuse the superconductors. I can always tear down the yield modules. And relocate those superconductors to a jump drive. Should I go around this thing? Like, check out the backside first. It's dark, but I'm not going to be able to see easily. really careful with this leg. Uranium. Man, did we need this. Okay. Perfect. Let's take... Yeah, let's go ahead and stop. What I don't know is if there's any on the surface, and that's what I need to find out. So I'm trying to tuck myself in here. All right, let's shut that. Where's my drill? Medium cargo container. Okay. Find out if the uranium is on the surface at all. We got some on the surface. Okay. And the reason why I want to do that, because we do have the big drill on the ship. That will collect a lot more than see, this one is inside. The big drill would be better, but of course we're not the most maneuverable, so we have to be smart about it. Okay. What do we have here? We need a yield module. So we definitely need to be getting as much as we possibly can. Should I build a miner? Should I just build a small miner and then like tear it? Waste batteries.
Inventory full.
Yeah. We'll put a
Inventory full.
go ahead and put a piston on here. 189 hours, your status to be reviewed. Okay.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Tiny inventory sucks. Okay. If I've got enough to do 3 drills, but we'll find out. Just keep an eye out for skull hunters. Just yell if you hear anything or see anything. Sure, if you yell loud enough, I will hear it through the computer. Okay. Come on. All right, so we got that. This one. I need to put a sorter on here to get rid of the stone. We're out of plate. Okay. That's going to eat up a lot of iron. Oh, sucks. A lot of iron. Okay. Yep. 73, 60. Okay. So 118. I need 45.
Energy low.
Yeah, I know. I ended up with that many, but I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. Let's see. Not gonna completely get rid of the shoot. Good. On roll. Hate that. Oh. Gyros. That's it's all fine. Come on. Rotate. Oh my. See, it's getting harder to move with all this weight from the large grid. Nope, wrong way. I know I'm hungry. Don't care right now. Keep hitting the wrong button. I am having a day. Let me piston. Reverse, reverse. Of course. Drills. There we go. Having a day, guys. Let me tell you what. I'm turning on the reactor because I want to make sure we're not depleting stuff too quickly here. We're 70% on our batteries. Right now we're getting charged though, that's good. See how much uranium we're 18.8K. So this is all uranium minus. Dadgummit. Anyway, did I? Yeah, I missed that. Was the other stuff down there uranium minus? I forgot. This is... I didn't... Forgot about the different gradients of stuff. Of course, this isn't going to be as clean. I gotta eat food here in a minute. Damn it, that is not what I wanted. Didn't want to bump myself out. Was the other... I guess what I'm wondering is if the other deposit was also uranium minus, or if it was... regular uranium. Why is that? I should not be doing that. Okay. I'm gonna go check the other deposit. We're still charging. I turn that off. Refinery. Mining carriage. Ooh. Nah, it's too far away. I'm not gonna worry about it. Get some food. Meal. What do I got? What is this? Hardtack, that's 15%. What am I at? I'm at 9? Or 13. Production. Give me... What is that? 89? That's close. 75. Give me one of those. Yep. All right. God, I'm really disappointed. I thought we were going to be in better shape than that. Nope, this is uranium minus down here too, I think. Yeah, it's uranium minus. Just wanted to make sure I'm not. Because if there was a uranium plus or even just a regular uranium on this, I would want to pursue that before the uranium minus. Better here. We'll change our piston speed. Negative 0.01. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just now getting a chance to see your, seeing your chats there, John. Yeah. So when Cosmic built a scenario, there are different levels of purity for the resources. So you have regular uranium, and this goes for all of the resources. So iron, I think even stone, dirt, sand, everything has a purity level. So normal would just be, like in this case, it would be uranium. If you have a less pure uranium, it would be uranium minus or negative, however you want to do it. And then if you get a more pure form of uranium, it would be uranium plus. And I think I can't remember if it would actually go up to, I don't know if there's like a plus plus or a negative. No, I don't think there is. I think it's just negative, regular, and positive. It just means you'll get more out of it. You'll get more yield from it when you process it. So now we got a skull hunter. We're gonna have to grab as much as we can. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this. Uranium minus. See, this is one of the dangers of staying staying in one place too long. We saw it with the pirates earlier, but the skull hunters, that pirate faction is especially aggressive, and they're like looking for us. So I'm grabbing as much as I can here, and then we're gonna bug out. Piston. Pull that back in more quickly. Fortunately, that's all we're going to be able to grab from this side. Good thing is that our batteries are fully recharged. Come on, man. Okay. Go ahead and put on our stuff there. So let's see what we were able to do. Uranium wise. $213. So the good thing is that the small reactor is getting what it needs. Why would uranium show up there? So we are gradually filling our small reactor while it's running. It is currently running right now. In fact, if we take... we're going to turn it off. I think we're okay. Yeah, I feel like we're okay. Now, we do have a gravel sifter. Yes, we do. I have 2 yield modes on the refinery. 1 speed and 1 power. Because we do need to be careful. Well, sorry. No, I've got... Okay, so I've got 2... excuse me. I've got 2 power and 2 yield modules. We do need to be mindful of our power. consumption. So okay, so good there. It was good to find that. I mean, some even if it was uranium minus, you know, or weak uranium, it was still better than. It's better to get it than to not have it. So. All right. I'm going to do something I don't normally do. Mr. Kilpatrick, how you doing? Yes, you're right. Absolutely right. Definitely. Typically what I will try to do is I will, if I don't have because I don't typically worry, because I usually don't have to worry about power too often. This is one of the few occasions where I feel a little bit more, we'll say, stressed about power consumption. Mainly because we're working with the primary small grid and then we're drawing large grid power. What I will typically run on a refinery is I'll run 1 power, 1 speed, and 2 yield. And on the assembler, it'll be 2 power and 2 speed, which is what I'm doing here for the assembler. But because we are, I feel like we are in a power management situation, I went with two power efficiency mods and 2 yield mods. Okay, I'm gonna do something I don't normally do. I'm not gonna pause the game since we're just traveling right now. And like I said, this is probably we're in the boring part of the playthrough right now, transiting. So I'm actually gonna go refill my coffee, and I'll be right back, and hopefully nothing bad happens. So I'll be right back. Hey, we didn't die. Awesome. There is room on the, there is room to add more solar panels. Yeah, we could actually add a bunch. I packed up a whole bunch of them to bring. All right. Let me, where can I put this? I need to put this. Don't need that right now. Or no, don't want to put it there. Not my favorite thing to do here. Need a steel plate, please. Shoot. I don't know what that is. Not gonna worry about it. All right. That's crap. I know we got solar cells. They're not that big. All right. It's not gonna hurt there. That'll work. Yep. Put a little more on there. We're gonna look like we're gonna look like the ISS when we get done. What is that? We got military enforcer over there. Still doing all right there. Still trucking along. Craziness. I will say this. Yes, patch works. The even though there is a low population of asteroids in this star system, it seems like when we do come across them, like we found gold, we found uranium, like we found some of the harder to find stuff. Is that a new one? No, it's the same one. I don't know if you guys noticed, but we're drifting to the right now. I don't really know why. I don't know if I got this much iron. That's the problem. I mean, I might, but I... What is that? Ugh. Privateer and a cutter. Okay. Alright, so that's a gravel sifter. That is a new block that Cosmic made, or put into this scenario that's special. It is a mod to deal with just this sort of thing. As you can see, I got pirates everywhere, man. They are really after us. Well, smuggler's a good one. If you can catch a smuggler, it's a nice little ship. It's not great, but these are all interesting little groups. But the gravel sifter is used to extract small amounts of valuable resources. And from the gravel. And we're gonna try putting some yield modules on it, as well as some power. Let's see if that works. Actually, let's just try the yield. See if the yield will work. If it does, it does. Doesn't, it doesn't. No big deal. I didn't get a chance to try the yield modules when we were on the planet, so that's what we're going to try. Ah, I'm going to need to make more superconductors. Dadgummit. See, the thing is, it's kind of a double-edged thing here, because we might be able to get gold from the gravel. I really don't know if we're going to be able to get all the stuff we need from that. I don't know if I got enough iron. Let's see. Gravel sifter. As you can see, we're pulling small amounts of stuff. This was really the easiest way. I'm not saying the easiest way. This is one of the ways we were able to get nickel while we were on the planet. Not a lot of gold, but it's something. Okay. What do we got? More debris. Lost trade runner. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and drop these guys. Tried the sifter, but put some 6 times prototype yield. Wow. That's funny. That's cool though. I mean, Prototech yield mods. I haven't done any Prototech hunting lately. Is that new? The yield mod? Prototech yield mod? See what production's looking like. No, we got everything. Alright, I need to find out how much iron we got. Iron. 0.33, 1.77. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm worried about some of this. Yeah, we are. Ice, ice, ice. I'm gonna start worrying about ice too. Dadgummit. Okay, we gotta be... We really do need to be careful. Okay, see what we got here. Yeah, I mean, we're getting... Should be getting better yield. Why am I not getting anything from this? There we go. Okay. That's what we got. Oh, it's a mod? Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, 6 times. That's a bunch. That is a bunch. John, I don't have a ton of gravel, but I'm making some every time we process some uranium. So... Check my hydrogen tanks. 86%. That's good. Okay. We We are pulling a decent amount of power right now. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot. We're not getting like... Oh, look, you can see you can get plus stuff. Like, see, there's gravel minus, gravel plus, gravel, and gravel plus plus. So... Refinery... Reactor... Get our gold here. That's all we got. So we haven't gotten much of this at all. Very, very little at all. So if I understand, if I remember right, I think we're going to need like 370 gold in order to build the superconductors, to build a full load of superconductors for a jump drive. Nope. Okay. Should we swing by one of these asteroids? Should we try swinging by one of these asteroids? No, we got a beacon there. Yep. Nope. Oh, we are not going to stop by any of these. Ah, screw it. We're going to do it. We'll be moving away from this guy, so I'm hoping that that will be enough. Aim low. Hopefully come in underneath this asteroid. Again, if we can find gold, outstanding. We're going to be going, I think we have to go for the large one. So I think we can only do this. You can only do the small grid jump drive prototech, right? That's a prototech. Again, it's been a while since I've done any prototech anything, so I'm probably just forgetting. So. I can't do that. Ugh. The pirate outpost. Outstanding. Yeah, I know there's, I want to say I've seen mod packs with the small grid, but all right, so we're looking for gold, like good gold, ideally. Good gold, good uranium, or ice. I'll take ice. Oh, there's a death voxel. That would have sucked. Need to get down below 15. All right. There we go. This should be fine. Come on, let's find something good. Silver. Regular silver, too, not like crappy silver. Guess what I need to find out if there's more. At least visible on top, that would be good. Where'd I put it? Silver, silver, silver. Silver. Oh, that's a donut. Okay. All right. Mm. Eight. All right, so we got 1288. We got a cutter. We got a pirate outpost. I don't know if either one of those is worth going after. And I feel like we don't. Silver is not a necessity right now. All right. Okay. And the excitement level drops to a hardly minimum. Let's see. Yep, not much. I'll throw it once, just wishing. Yeah, I know, wouldn't that be awesome? All right. I just had an idea. I was looking at the time and I was like, well, I wonder if I should give you guys the opportunity. Hold on just a minute. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that, guys. We had it was a phone call from a neighbor of ours. Can't be two different pirate outposts. It is. It's crazy. And a cutter. Weird, man. Sorry. What I was saying before I got the call was I was thinking of proposing. I was going to ask you guys, since you're the ones sitting here and kind of having to push through again, what I know is not the most exciting stuff to watch. You know, do we want to... There's another asteroid down there. Do we want to... I mean, we can go ahead and call this episode, wrap this episode, and switch over and do some... do a stream with the Economy 2 edition, if you guys were interested, and do that for a couple of hours before we're done for the day. Or we can just keep on trying to make as much distance as possible in this playthrough. So John and Mr. Kilpatrick, I know you guys are the ones that are active in chat. I'll pose that question to you. John, you want the Economy too? Okay. Is that all right to you, Mr. Kilpatrick? Or, because like I said, we're really just trying to get to Gallows Rest right now in this playthrough. So. It will take me a few minutes to get the other one set up, just to go ahead and, you know, get all the streaming stuff switched over to that series. So if we do switch over to the other series, okay. If we do switch over to the other series, we'll probably take 20 minutes, half an hour before we're back. That'll give me a chance to use the restroom, grab a bite to eat, and get that stuff set up, and take the dogs out. And then we can come back. But yeah, we can do that. I do have a to-do list of stuff in the Economy 2 playthrough that we can work on. So, but all right, if that's what you want, we can do that. We'll go ahead and call today. We still got, I mean, we still got the better part of 400 kilometers closer. So, and we found some uranium, which we really can't complain about. So, then let's do that. We're going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and wrap up this streaming episode. We will continue with our Henry's Hardasses final exam playthrough. We may end up doing a split stream, this Friday, where we do a little bit more of this series, and then we'll do the Econ series. Planning on doing that Friday. So all right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you again, John and Mr. Kilpatrick, for joining me in chat. And what do you call it? We'll be going to take about 20 minutes to half an hour break, and we'll come back and we'll be streaming our Economy 2 edition SpaceEngineers playthrough. So thanks again, everybody. If you don't come back for the live, make sure to check out the episode when it's released as a recording. And thanks again, everybody. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and always, always be safe. Remember, close that visor, don't forget your dampeners, grab that rad kit, and I'll see you on the other side. And we'll be back in just a bit.